But speaking of people who are not so much in the shape they were in the 90s, but are still going in 2020, Chris Jericho, of course, is the top guy in AEW. And as at the time of recording this is July 14th. Last week, a Chris Jericho match couldn't outdraw a pre-taped Adam Cole match, which is terrifying to think when you look back at some Chris Jericho promos on the WWE YouTube have I think his debut angle or debut segment has something like 52 million views, unless I didn't see the decimal point, that is. There's been a theory going around because, of course, I'm linked to the glorious Keeping It 100 the podcast. Thank you very much. Don't get too excited there. There's a theory by some of the listeners that AEW have ruined Chris Jericho, or at least have booked him completely shit. So the question I would have for you is, sorry, I've got the COVID. The question I would have for you is, do you think that AEW has ruined Chris Jericho, and can you see that being a long-lasting business agreement?
Well, I'm pretty sure Jericho probably has a lot of creative control in AEW as far as his own angles, so I don't know if he's he would probably be booking his own angles in my guess, because he's got a lot of pull there. But as far as ruining his legacy, how many people are actually watching AEW and know about what he's doing to his legacy? Maybe to the small number of people that are watching, but I don't think the average person on the street even knows what AEW is, at least here in Canada.
Well, I just want to say that the small people are watching this. This is not my regular hair. This is lockdown hair. I haven't had it cut since early March, so give me a break. But in regards to the Jericho thing with AEW, from what I've heard, he's getting paid way, way up there, like just below seven figures, or sorry, just below, well, 8 figures. Like he'd have been fucking insane to say no to that deal, but it seems like he's kind of snapping a bit online, where he's like, "Oh, but we won the demo," and
yes,
yeah,
I fully agree with you there.
Yeah, and there's more people watching NXT, but a guy with spiky hair watched our show, and that's what makes it okay. To me, that's like, what are you fucking doing? You're coming across like it's a school competition. Like, oh, you beat my fucking pinball score.
I agree with you on that. I found it funny that he's like, yeah, you won the viewership, but we won the demos, and that's what counts. Where he probably shouldn't even acknowledge it, because the fact is they're both not getting great viewers. They're both getting in the their biggest shows of the year, according to Meltzer. He said that this Fyter Fest versus Great American Bash was the biggest Wednesday Night Wars of the year, and they both got in the 0.2s. So yeah, who got the slightly higher rating and the slightly higher viewership? I don't know. I don't think there's any real bragging rights there when you're in the 0.2s. Didn't they start in the 0.6s?
I have no fucking idea about any of that stuff. All I know is that I've yet to watch anything AEW. I've started going back into 1995 TV. I just don't like modern anything. I still buy CDs. I'm considering vinyls. I was looking to buy an N64. I don't like modern stuff. It's all shite.
Well, I was talking to Kevin Sullivan yesterday, actually, and I guess he heard me say recently, because I think that pretty much the TV companies are all crap, and I think it actually would be good for the wrestling business if they went out of business, because the product is so bad that maybe something good would come out of the ashes. And he told me he agreed with me on that, because I think the current products are turning more people off of wrestling than are making new fans. That's what we're seeing anyways. with the declining ratings and interest in wrestling. So maybe it would be better if they just go away altogether. It's not going to happen, but I can hope